Thoughts on BTC and ETH? Yeah, they topped. There's really nothing to think unless you're in denial. And again, I don't consider myself somebody who is promoting cryptos. Okay, I trade them. Okay, and they're great to trade because you get a lot of volatility. But if we look at we'll look at some of these. Okay, here's Bitcoin. It's running up into 50-day moving average resistance. So that doesn't look so great to me. Oh, I take that back. It's actually was just short at the 50 yesterday, and now it's heading lower. So if the Fed's going to lower rates, why is Bitcoin not participating? My theory here is that it's all due to, I mean, there was supposedly some liquidation, and the crypto promoters are all talking about, well, there was a liquidation, and once it's done, everything will be great, and Bitcoin will go to 2 million. And sure, but I think there's a lot of leverage being used here. I think, as I've said before, I think that getting the government involved, getting all these big brokerages involved, getting all these ETFs involved in something that was intended to be used as an alternative currency that we were supposedly going to be able to use to buy and sell things without having to worry about our buying power being vaporized, okay? And that's not what it is. It's a speculative asset. And if you don't recognize it for that, then I think you're just not too bright, or you're just so hung up on the concept. I mean, it is cool, okay, but not that cool. And so there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, and Ethereum is short at the 50-day line. And I'm just wondering, if someone's asking me, what are your thoughts? Can you see the chart? That's my thought. It's right there. So if I could print my thoughts, the chart is what they would look like. Short at the 50-day line. So I wouldn't be in these things. I think they're heading lower. So, and I think, as I was saying, I think one of the culprits is MicroStrategy. So the genius Michael Saylor, who's put all his company's cash into, and not just the cash, but a huge amount of debt, and a huge amount of leverage debt, and a huge amount of convertible debt, which does nothing but dilute shareholders. So now what I've read is that you have negative convexity. In other words, you're leveraged to the downside. And there's no leverage to the upside anymore. So this is what this thing is doing, okay? And if you're sitting there along this thing, you still have time to get out. You're now breaking the 300 level. It looks to me like it's a late-stage failed cup with handle on the weekly chart. That's what happened here. You got big volume as it reversed, a little double toppy, but you could use this left side peak as your double top left side peak reference, okay? And it's gone straight down from there pretty much. And so now it's breaking lower, and it looks to me like it's headed lower. I think these guys are going to be in big trouble. Michael Saylor's going to end up in jail. How's that for a prediction? So as long, people want to go around predicting $10 million Bitcoin. I'll make that prediction because I don't know what this guy was up to, but he's hailed as a genius, but he strikes me as a psycho-babbling buffoon.